12 News is your election headquarters. For months, we've seen the signs and heard the ads. Well, now it is decision time. Early voting begins tomorrow in the November midterms. Texans have a lot to think about. Inflation, abortion, gun safety, and immigration are on a lot of people's minds. We're going to talk more about some of the state races in a second. But first, here at home, the Jefferson County judges race is definitely one to watch.
Judge Brannick faces a challenge from a familiar face, Democrat Carolyn Goudry. Brannick has held the position for nearly 12 years. He points to the industrial expansion and says he's never raised taxes. Goudry served as county clerk in Jefferson County for 16 years. She's raised questions about the management of Ford Park and vows to work with everyone. She says she believes in grassroots politics. We'll also be watching the race for Texas House District 22. Republican Jacordian Randall and Democrat Christian Manuel Hayes will face off. This is the seat Joe Desatel held for more than 20 years. And while analysts say it remains a Democrat-leaning district, both candidates say they can feel the momentum. Tonight, we're hearing more from 12 News political analyst Tom Tassinger.
Yeah, he points out that areas like Hardin and Orange County have voted mostly conservative, but he says Jefferson County could be up for grabs this fall.
In either party, these races are not decided by large margins. They're decided by a few thousand votes, something like 52 to 48%. So it's within reach of both parties in Jefferson County, at least.
Now, at the state level, he says the majority of races favor Republicans. In fact, a new poll shows Governor Greg Abbott has widened his lead over Democratic challenger Beto O'Rourke. According to the Texas Politics Project at UT Austin, when it comes to border security and the economy, 54% of likely voters side with Governor Abbott, 43% for O'Rourke. 1,200 registered voters took part in the survey, saying that immigration, Texas's economy, and abortion ranked as the top three concerns heading into the midterm elections. The survey shows O'Rourke is tied with Abbott on the topic of abortion.
Tonight, top Texas Republicans feel even more momentum after a big campaign event with Donald Trump. The former president rallied supporters in Robstown, just outside of Corpus Christi.
As Grace White reports, it was Trump's first public speaking appearance since he was issued that subpoena by the committee investigating the January 6th riot.
Thank you very much to Robstown.
Former President Donald Trump taking the stage in South Texas, attacking the Biden administration on everything from inflation to the economy.
They're against oil, God, and guns. And then they say they're going to do well in Texas. I don't think so.
The former president made no mention of the subpoena issued to him on Friday by the House committee investigating the January 6 riots. At the rally, other top Texas Republicans made appearances ahead of the start of early voting.
Texas will not become California.
Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick running for re-election, and the state's Attorney General Ken Paxton also took the stage.
What's going on at the border is clearly a partnership between the Biden administration and the cartels.
The former president also doubling down on the border.
Your border has been completely erased, and violent crime in Houston, Dallas, Austin, and other Democrat-run cities is totally out of control.
That's Grace White reporting. Again, a reminder, early voting starts tomorrow. To find out where you can vote and what issues, what candidates are on the ballot where you live, simply text the word VOTE to 409-838-1212. We'll send you our complete 12 News election guide right on your phone.